What if I told you that certain foods, ones you might be eating every day, could be silently sabotaging your chances of getting pregnant? In my over 25 years of helping women and couples get pregnant, one thing is clear. The right nutrition is a game changer. This goes for both women and men because egg and sperm health are both important regardless of your age. However, the right foods become even more important when you're over 40 because you're asking your body to really step up for motherhood. Once you do this process I'm going to share with you today, you won't need to look at others for guidance regarding nutrition because you'll know what works for you and what doesn't. This knowledge then allows you to relax and let well-being, good health, and your fertility to flow. To do this, you need to come in with an open mind because I'm having you start from scratch. I'm inviting you to look at your nutrition from a totally new lens where you are going to completely customize your nutrition to your biological needs. I'm going to show you how an elimination diet can transform your fertility journey. My approach is going to be based on animal foods as I find that to be the most effective with the fastest results for women over 40, which is my specialization. Over the years, I've worked with countless women and couples on their fertility journey. I remember one client in particular who had been trying for years to conceive without success. She was doing everything right, tracking her cycles, exercising, and eating what she thought was a healthy diet, but nothing was working. It wasn't until we discovered hidden food sensitivities through an elimination diet that things started to shift. Within a few months of adjusting her nutrition, she not only felt healthier and more energized, but also became pregnant naturally. Stories like hers are what inspire me to share this with you today. The reality is that all the refined sugars, seed oils, and highly processed food available offering little to no real nutrition create a lot of inflammation, causing a range of inflammatory conditions without realizing it. We're talking about common issues like endometriosis, PCOS, polycystic ovary syndrome, thyroid disorders, digestive problems like IBS or Crohn's disease, autoimmune conditions like arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, chronic fatigue, unexplained infertility. For men, these foods create inflammation, which can lead to poor sperm quality or low sperm count. These silent saboteurs could be the very thing standing between you and your dream of starting a family. And that's where an elimination diet comes in. It's a powerful, personalized approach to nutrition that will transform your health and well-being, not just your fertility. By temporarily eliminating potentially problematic foods and then carefully reintroducing them, you'll discover exactly what your body needs. We're aiming for your body to thrive, not just survive. Your body must be in a state of abundance in order to get pregnant and support the baby. I'll guide you through a simple and effective elimination process to identify your food triggers and create the optimal nutritional foundation for conception. Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all solution in fertility. Your perfect diet is as unique as you are, and I'm here to help you discover it. Ready to take control of your fertility and your future? Let's get started on your path to personalized, optimal nutrition for conception. While it's a simple process, it will take about 2.5 months to complete. To make it easier for you, I've created a visual timeline that you can reference throughout your journey. Let's take a look at it now. Take a screenshot of this timeline. It'll be a handy reference as you go through this process. You can see how we start with the bare minimum and gradually add more variety week by week. This approach allows your body to clearly tell you what works and what doesn't. Before you start, get a food diary to track what you eat and how you respond. Do not rely on your memory. I repeat, do not rely on your memory. There will be too much information for you to remember, and writing it down will allow you to see the patterns as well. This is an example of what a food diary should look like. Go ahead and take a screenshot of it if you need to as reference. I'm also providing a template for a food diary during the elimination diet. I recommend you take a screenshot of it as well. Now, let's dive into each phase in more detail, starting with the first phase where we're creating space for foods that truly allow your body to thrive, the anti-inflammatory reset. For 2 weeks, you'll focus on eating the most anti-inflammatory food on the planet. And it's going to be a surprise to many of you. That food is red meat from ruminant animals. That's beef, lamb, goat, or deer. In addition to being anti-inflammatory, they are the most nutrient-rich foods to support your body's healing and fertility journey. To cook the meat, use only butter, ghee, or tallow, which is beef fat, and salt for seasoning. So no other spices, no other seasonings, just the salt. Eat when you're hungry and don't worry about restricting portions. Just make sure to stay hydrated. Eating only red meat for 2 weeks might seem extreme, but it's a powerful way to reset your system by removing all potentially inflammatory foods, giving you a powerful foundation for healing and fertility. I've seen incredible changes in clients in a very short period of time just doing this alone. If you keep unknowingly poking your body with foods it doesn't like, it's going to eventually affect your fertility if it hasn't already. So we want to remove those irritants. Remember, we're talking about high quality, preferably grass-fed meat here. The source and quality of your meat matter for getting these anti-inflammatory benefits. Preparing for this phase is crucial. You're probably not used to eating a lot of red meat, so you may need to gradually increase the quantity for a week or two or even more before actually starting the elimination diet to give your digestive system time to adjust. If you need to do that, please feel free to do that for as long as you need. Stock up on a variety of cuts, steaks. Ground meat is going to be the most cost-effective. Organ meats like liver if you're adventurous. How to cook them? Keep it simple. Grilling, pan frying, and roasting work well. Don't overcook your meat. Medium rare to medium is ideal for nutrient retention. Experiment with different cuts and cooking methods to keep things interesting. Now, what might happen during these 2 weeks? Be prepared for some changes. You may experience temporary fatigue or cravings, but these are just signs that your body is adjusting to a new, healthier fuel source, fat rather than carbs. Keep going. The energy boost and mental clarity coming your way are well worth it. Your digestion will change. You won't need to poop as much since you won't be eating fiber, probably every few days, which is very normal. Just remember to stay hydrated. You may notice increased energy and mental clarity after the initial adjustment. Your appetite might decrease. Listen to your body and eat when hungry. This is not about portion control. Craving for carbs are very common, but they will subside after a few days. I'm not going to lie, these first 2 weeks are going to be the hardest because you're probably eating completely differently from what you're used to and will require a lot of discipline. However, it's worth gritting your teeth and pushing through it. Remember, this phase is temporary. It's only 2 weeks. It's about resetting your system and wiping the slate clean. Stay focused on your goal and remember that every small adjustment you make now brings you one step closer to creating the optimal environment for conception. Stay committed, stay hydrated, and pay close attention to how you feel. This is your body's chance to speak to you without interference from potentially inflammatory foods. After those 2 weeks, we move into the reintroduction phase. This is where you get to pat yourself on the back and congratulate yourself. You've completed the anti-inflammatory reset and given your body the fresh start it deserves. Now you're ready to move into the exciting part, reintroducing foods and discovering what truly nourishes you. By eliminating potential triggers, you've laid the foundation for discovering your perfect fertility diet. So let's build on that success by slowly reintroducing foods one at a time. The key words are slowly and one at a time. This is very much a trial and error process, so introduce only one change at a time so you have a clear cause and effect outcome. In week 3, you'll introduce eggs. If you know you're allergic to eggs, you can go straight to week 4. By reintroducing eggs this week, you're taking an important step toward rebuilding your ideal diet. Eggs are packed with nutrients that support your fertility, and this is a chance to see how your body responds to them. When adding eggs back into your diet, it's crucial to choose the best quality you can find. I highly recommend organic, pasture-raised eggs, preferably from a local farm. Pasture-raised hens roam freely, eating a natural diet of insects, grass, and seeds. This results in eggs with more nutrients as compared to conventional eggs from hens in cages. The better omega-3 to omega-6 ratio in pasture-raised eggs can help reduce inflammation in your body, which is crucial for fertility. Organic eggs are produced without the use of pesticides, herbicides, or synthetic fertilizers, reducing your exposure to potentially harmful chemicals. Pasture-raised hens generally live in better conditions, which may be important to you as well. Remember, the quality of your food directly impacts your health and fertility. While organic pasture-raised eggs might be more expensive, consider them an investment in your fertility journey. If these aren't available or within your budget, choose the best quality eggs you can afford. Enjoy them however you like, boiled, scrambled, or as an omelet. Again, use only butter, ghee, or tallow to cook with and salt to season. No pepper or any other seasonings. To emphasize again, the only change in week 3 is to add eggs, nothing else. In order to properly do a test, you can only change one variable. You're getting closer to discovering what truly makes your body thrive. By listening to your body and tracking how you feel, you've taken an important step toward identifying which foods nourish you most. Keep up the great work as we move forward. Moving into week 4, it's time to add fish to your menu. This week, we're adding fish into the mix, and it's an exciting addition. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, herring, or sardines are amazing for boosting your omega-3 levels, which are vital for your fertility. Wild salmon is preferred over farmed salmon. Canned mackerel, herring, or sardines are totally fine if you can't get them fresh. As you incorporate these nutrient-rich foods, remember that you're fueling your body in a way that supports your pregnancy journey. Week 5 brings poultry into the mix. Chicken and turkey are excellent sources of protein that can give you sustained energy and strength. Pay close attention to how you feel. This is your body's way of telling you what it needs for balance and vitality. As you enter week 6, you'll sweeten things up a bit with low-sugar fruits. Berries are an excellent choice here. Strawberries, blueberries, blackberries are the most commonly available. They're nutrient-dense and won't spike your blood sugar like other fruits might. And they're also loaded with antioxidants and nutrients that support your health and fertility. Weeks 7 and 8 are all about vegetables. Start with leafy greens, which are packed with vitamins and minerals that support your fertility. Gradually add other cooked vegetables. Take pride in how far you've come. Your body is now ready for the variety and vitality that these foods bring. Cooking them helps reduce anti-nutrients and makes them easier to digest. Do your best to avoid raw vegetables as they're harder on your digestive system. We're not cows with multiple stomachs to digest all of that insoluble plant material. If you've gotten this far, congratulations, you've made it. You've successfully reintroduced vegetables into your diet, and you've likely noticed how your body responds to different types of food. With each passing week, you're becoming more attuned to what fuels your health, your fertility, and the health of your future baby. Your hard work is going to pay off. As we move into weeks 9 and 10, we'll start exploring nuts. Now, you might be wondering why we've waited so long to add these in. Well, nuts can be tricky. While they're often touted as health foods, they can be inflammatory for some people due to their high omega-6 content and presence of anti-nutrients like phytic acid. We'll introduce nuts one at a time, starting with less common allergens like macadamia or pecans. Give each new nut type 2 to 3 days before moving on to the next. This careful approach allows you to clearly identify any sensitivities without interference from other foods. As you reintroduce each type of nut, pay close attention to how you feel. Watch for any digestive issues like bloating or gas, skin reactions such as rashes or itching, headaches, brain fog, or joint pain. These could all be signs that a particular nut or food doesn't agree with you. If you tolerate nuts well, they can be a good source of healthy fats and minerals in moderation. However, if you notice any negative reactions, it's best to limit or avoid that particular type of nut in your diet. After nuts, test out dairy, grains, and legumes if you want to. Weeks 9 and 10 with the introduction of nuts, dairy, grains, and legumes is a key period to observe how your body responds. This might be the area where you're going to notice the most reactions. Some people already know that they feel best without these foods. By now, you've built a strong foundation of knowledge about what works best for you and your body, and therefore your baby. Trust the process. Every food you reintroduce brings you closer to understanding your body's unique needs. Finally, now that you have your base of the foods that you can eat, you can test spices one at a time and seeds. Throughout this entire process, there's one crucial step: observation. After adding each new food, pay close attention to your body for the following 2 to 3 days. Watch for any signs of bloating, mental fog, fatigue, skin issues, or digestive problems. The signs might be delayed, so it's important to note it in a food diary. If you sail through with no issues, fabulous. Keep that food in your diet. But if you notice any negative reactions, it's best to eliminate that food. Because if you're noticing symptoms on a bigger macro level, you can bet that it's affecting it at a cellular level and impairing the function of the cells and organs. Remember, this isn't about perfection. It's about finding what works best for your unique body. Everyone's different, and that's okay. The goal is to discover the foods that make you feel energized, balanced, and fertile. A tip to keep in mind: try to maintain a 10 to 12 hour eating window each day, so you're not eating throughout the entire day when you're awake. This form of intermittent fasting can have great benefits for your health and fertility. So there you have it, your guide to the ultimate elimination diet for fertility. Remember, this journey is all about nourishing your body and creating the best possible environment for conception. Trust the process, listen to your body, and enjoy exploring what foods work best for you. You've reached the end of the elimination diet. Congratulations, what an accomplishment. By now, you've built a completely customized diet, one that supports your unique body and fertility journey. Celebrate how far you've come and the valuable insights you've gained about your health. Like the client I mentioned earlier, once she found her body's perfect nutritional balance, she not only felt healthier, but was able to conceive naturally. And that's what I want for you. I hope this guide to the best elimination diet to optimize your fertility journey has helped you. Remember, this is just one piece of the puzzle. Fertility, especially after 40, requires a holistic approach. And that's why I've created the Fertility After 40 checklist that aligns perfectly with my holistic approach to fertility mentoring. This checklist covers everything from physical health and emotional well-being to spiritual connection and lifestyle adjustments. It's a game changer that will help you organize your fertility journey and approach it with the discipline needed for success. To get your free copy, click the link in the description below. And if you're ready to take your fertility journey to the next level, I invite you to join my 5-day Magical Mama Challenge. In this challenge, you'll learn powerful techniques to connect with your body for guidance. It's an incredible opportunity to tune into your inner wisdom and supercharge your fertility efforts. Now I'd love to hear from you. After trying this elimination diet, what results did you get? Share your thoughts and questions in the comments below. Remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more fertility tips and holistic health advice. Hit that notification bell to stay updated on new content. If you want more nutrition tips, watch the video called Fertility Diet Secrets No One's Telling You, especially after 40. I'll include that link in the description. Thank you for watching, and remember, your perfect diet is as unique as you are. Here's to your health, your fertility, and your future family. See you in the next video.